Well, good morning. Bet you didn't recognize me. Yep, still Papa Steve. Look a little different today. Hopefully, today's message will give you a little clue as to why I look a little different. So, today's message is Carpe Diem. Seize the day in Latin, or more literally, pluck the day. What it means is you should focus on opportunities to do things today instead of waiting to tomorrow. Sometimes we get in that habit is that we say, I'll do it tomorrow, instead of doing it today. The reason being is we have no idea what tomorrow holds, what tomorrow will bring. Hence, seize the day, seize this day. Now, going through life, you'll have lots of opportunities to do things. You'll have goals and aspirations. You'll set aims and targets for yourself, and you'll go after those. All those things are good. While you're doing that, though, resist avoiding things that you can do today. Resist the opportunities to put off things today and enjoy those at this time. Here's my advice to you. As you go through life, setting goals and aims and planning for tomorrow, all good things, you'll have the opportunity to look at your life and you'll think, I can't wait until I get my driver's license. I can't wait until I graduate high school. I can't wait until I leave home. I can't wait to go travel. I can't wait to have a real job. My advice is this: don't wait. Go find things you can do right now and enjoy them. Do them in the meantime. Those other things that you're waiting for, they'll come in their own due time. And when they come, you can enjoy those too. So, seize the day. Carpe diem. Now, my activity today, we're going to talk about one of my favorite things. Hopefully, it'll give a clue to why I'm looking like this. What do you think? I think it's pretty good looking. My favorite topic, Nana. Now, I'm going to tell you a little bit about how Nana and I met. Now, this is the real story, so you can ignore all that nonsense that Nana tells you, because this is what really happened. It was the fall of 1983. It was in August. Everyone had just gone back to Provo because BYU was just starting. Everyone was pretty excited. Now, we both lived in the same apartment complex, Sparks 2. It's still there in Provo. You can go see it. And I lived in one of those apartments that was a gathering place. It faced the pool, right on the pool, so people were there all hours of the day and night. There were people watching television, playing games, or just hanging out. Plus, believe it or not, Papa Steve bought an Atari gaming console that was a hit. Everybody came by to play video games. It was one of the only ones in the complex. So it wasn't abnormal to have lots of people there all the time. At the time, Nana had an assignment at church to co-teach a Sunday school class with one of my roommates, Bill Smith. Now, I had seen her around the apartment because there were a lot of people there, and I thought she was kind of cute, but I didn't know anything about her. In fact, at the time, I thought she might be dating my roommate, Bill. So one day I casually asked him, so what's up with this Holly girl? And he said, well, we're friends. We teach Sunday school together, and he said he was really interested in someone else. So I thought about that for a few days, and I thought, well, maybe this is an opportunity for me to seize the day, if it will. So Bill and I had just gotten tickets for a concert at the end of September, September 29th, to see the Tubes. It's a band, was a band. And the warm-up group was Joan Jett and the Blackhearts, another band, may have heard of them. We were excited to go to that, and I thought, I think I'll ask Holly, Nana, to go to the concert with me. No one could turn it down. It was a very exciting time to see the Tubes back in 1983. So I mustered up my courage. I went over to her apartment and I knocked on the door. Her roommate answers, The roommate says, yeah. I said, is Holly here? She goes, no, she's out with some guy. I was like, okay, that happens. This is college. People go out all the time. I'm not going to let that deter me. So the next day I went over, knocked on the door again. Roommate answers, different roommate, says, yes. I said, is Holly here? She goes, no, she's out with some boy. It's like, oh, okay. Still not deterred. I go back the next day twice and knock on the door. Same result. She's out with some guy. I went over that week and the next 10 or 11 times and had the same result. Each time she was out with a boy. Although one of the times the boy was her brother, Craig, so I guess there's that. Well, I was a little bit let down, but figured it wasn't meant to be. So my roommate Bill and I asked 2 other girls we knew to go to the concert. We went to the concert, had a great time, and that was that. Then the next week, there's 6 or 8 of us in my apartment. 2 boys are playing Atari. We're watching TV and just chatting. And Nana walks in the door, sits down on the couch. She doesn't say anything to me. I don't know if she knew that I had come by or if her roommates had told her anything. Roommates are inherently unreliable, just so you know when you get to college. Well, I was actually just leaving the apartment, getting ready to go. I was going to a soccer game. Now, soccer is getting more popular nowadays, but back in 1983, wasn't that popular. This was a BYU men's soccer game, so I was probably going to be one of the only people in the stands. So I'm getting ready to leave, and I get to the door, and just as I turn the knob on the door, I stop and I turned around and did something that was out of character. I said, anyone want to go to a soccer game? Of course, my roommates and the other boys in the apartment said, soccer. Soccer's for losers. Who wants to go to that? No, we'd rather go sleep, or we'd rather just stay here. But out of the blue, Nana said, I'll go. Well, I was pretty shocked that she said she'd go, and pretty shocked that anyone said they'd go. So we got in my car and we drove over to the old South Field at BYU, and we went to the soccer game. Now, I don't remember anything about that game. Nana and I sat there and we talked through the entire game. We got to know each other, introduced ourselves, and had a great time. I don't know if we won the game, BYU won the game or not. Well, let me tell you, after that, it was a lot easier to find Nana. We started dating then, and the rest is history. So, here's the lesson, I guess, out of that, is I had made a plan, and I thought I was seizing the day when I decided to ask Nana to a concert that no one could say no to. Turns out, I was really seizing the day when I turned around at the door and said, anyone want to go to a soccer game? Who knew? That's it for today with the new look Papa Steve. This is Papa Steve's Workshop, and I'm Papa Steve.